But a lot of people are motivated by yourself. Who are you inspired by?
Well, yeah, quite a number of people. Yes, my father, because maybe I wouldn't have been in this if I didn't grow up seeing all of those things. You know, it was through him that I actually learned how to be passionate, about film. When I saw Apocalypto, that opened a new channel, manner and ways of thinking, about film, because it's just emphasize on what I tried to prove when I made my first film in 2006, which is play down on language as an issue in film. You can do film in any language. You can do film in Ibibio, in Yoruba, in Igbo, and it will still be an international, film with good quality and standard. And that was what I saw in Apocalypto. It wasn't done in English, but it was done by an American actor, director. I love Mel Gibson's films, I just started paying attention to Tarantino after Inglourious Bastard. When I watched Kill Bill and all of those, I didn't even care who the director was because I didn't know, and I really didn't care. But after Inglourious Bastard, I saw Django, and I just saw The Hateful Eight, and for me, that's another amazing film. So I select. There are films that in my head I can, just like Forrest Gump. There are quite a number of films that I use as case studies. Well, I'm sort of conversant with a few African filmmakers through film festivals because we all meet in film festivals. But sincerely, our style of filmmaking in Nigeria is totally different from the style of filmmaking in every other part of Africa. The only place that is close to what we do is Ghana, and Ghana is like an extension of Nigeria. They've what we do, how we're doing the Nollywood thing, and that is what they're doing as well. And but there are a few filmmakers like Shelley, who is Ghanaian, whose film I've seen in festivals, in America, in Europe. There are other filmmakers, whose film will do well commercially and also go through festival route. But majority of my friends in Francophone, their films are more festival kind of films and not, commercial films. My contemporaries, I don't know, but the more experienced people, like I mentioned before, I look up to TK. Tade Gidon has done a lot of very good TV films. Afolayan is a filmmaker I respect because he finds his way around getting funds and just telling his stories. And there's something about consistent in film. Just keep doing it. That is the spirit. And this is something he has done consecutively, for like 4 or 5 years. Who else? Michelle Bailo. She's a female director. And all of that. So a lot of people are trying to do high quality film. Desmond Elliott, also from, they call Nollywood film. Now they try to upgrade the quality, of those films. So people are really, and a lot of people are trying to up the stake now. Nollywood is Nigeria where we practice, and to a large extent, every content that comes out of here, will be tagged Nollywood, and that is what it is. In terms of quality, the content might be different, might have different style and different approach, but once it's out, if the press are going to write about it, it's still going to be tagged as Nollywood, so we're all Nollywood.
Okay, what advice would you give to young aspiring filmmakers to become great?
Not everybody can be great, and it is important that people know that. But everybody has the potential to be great. So it's up to you, all right, to be realistic in your dreaming. Because when something is called dream, it's a dream, and it's there in the limbo. So if you now want to bring it to life, it depends on how you want to bring it to life. But there are certain things that are key. First, you need to follow your instincts, and two, you have to learn. And learning is not going to film school and doing a degree, and you see a lot of films and you can analyze films. I think as a filmmaker, it's important that you first understand and identify what kind of film you want to be making. When you say filmmaking, this is broad, Some people don't even know, some people don't see documentary filmmaking as filmmaking. When you say filmmaking, people just think, oh, Spielberg, oh, I want to be a director. No, there are different departments and different areas in film. And this is what I would like to, for the younger generations to know. Not everybody will be a director. But when you're learning film, it's important to learn every aspect of film, or pick 5, that you think, you can function. So if you're not functioning as AD, you're functioning as a production designer. If you're not doing production designing, you can function maybe as a gaffer. If you're not technically inclined, you can function as maybe a props guy, so, and everybody who aspires to be a filmmaker should learn all of these areas, an element of film. And when you do that, if eventually at some point you turn director, you will know, if you hire someone to work for you, you know if they're doing it right or they're doing it wrong. So the first thing is to learn the basics, learn all the rudiments of filmmaking. Not that you will go on one set and you work for people for 1 year and you've turned producer. No, for some people it takes them 10 years, to even after school you have to go and learn, you have to, do voluntary work, you have to do all of this before you start even getting credit, in film. So a new filmmaker should learn to volunteer so that you can learn. You have to learn a lot, and after learning, then start trying your own hands on things. If hands on camera is what you want to do, then pick a small camera and start shooting things. Start from still photograph, start photographing things, and from there you get there. And take every available courses, and workshops, masterclass, rub minds, make friends with filmmakers, pick people and look at their work as, case studies.
What do you think about the educational system in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, we don't have a lot of institution, film schools and all of that. We have very few. Majority of them are not as standard as what you have, internationally. But I think new ones are coming up. We also hope to set up a film school. We're working on it already. We need more schools, so it will be important for people who have the resources, to partner with people who have the expertise, and we can set up schools. are you talking in film? Or,
Yeah, in film.
Yeah, that's NEPA, so we're in Nigeria. Okay. Okay, well.